It's week 4 of the NFL, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the Cardinals and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And this coaching staff has to be...
The Niners defense out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he's got a tough assignment here because he's going up against one of the better running backs in the NFL. So he's got to be sure with his calls and making sure that his linebacking crew fills all the right gaps.
Looking to throw, Tune. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Throwing, Tune. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Niner defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and they got it done.
3rd and 19. Here's Tune to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 40. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he get.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Tune. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Niner defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. Elliott running right. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Tune gonna throw it. A good throw here, finding Pascal. It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Tune. return here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Drake Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The San Francisco defense back onto the field. They'll search for a stop here in the second quarter of a game that's all tied. Tune. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 9-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The Niner defense back on the field for this next possession. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And Tune to throw it now. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now for what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
The San Francisco defense back onto the field. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Anthony Richardson, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Chargers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. The Niners got a solid first-half outing by their second-year quarterback, Brock Purdy. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
The Niner defense back on the field for this next possession. They hold the lead here in this 3rd quarter, but every drive important in a 1-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The San Francisco defense back onto the field. They'll see what they can do and trying to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead drops it for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Niner defense back on the field for this next possession. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one because right now, this has not been his game. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The San Francisco defense back onto the field. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw again on second down. Tune. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So the victory here for San Francisco. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.